Hello, this is your State Senator Len Suzio from Hartford with another legislative update. Last week, the State Senate voted on another controversial piece of legislation. This piece of legislation would pay sick leave to employees of up to a week, and it was heavily lobbied by both businesses and nonprofits as a bill that would be onerous and overwhelming to a lot of these businesses and cost Connecticut jobs. Proponents of the bill advocated the benefit from a humanitarian point of view. But when you look at the numbers, you can see that this bill and the costs associated will adversely and disproportionately affect many Connecticut small businesses. There's approximately 5,200 businesses in the state of Connecticut that are more than 50 employees that are covered by this bill. And 90% of those businesses are family-owned businesses and small businesses. So they are going to bear the disproportionate burden of the bill. Proponents articulated and advocated for the bill, claiming that it would cost only 0.5% of gross sales revenues. However, proponents ignore a fundamental economic reality, and that is that businesses pay their bills from their profit margins. And most small businesses in Connecticut have only a 2% profit margin. So a 0.5% of cost on gross revenues is 25% of the cost of the bottom line when you have a 2% margin. So there's no margin for error. This would bear a disproportionate burden on small businesses. But even more surprising is the bill itself would affect Connecticut nonprofits. In fact, I received a letter from the Franciscan community asking for relief from the bill, and Republicans actually presented an amendment to exempt Connecticut nonprofits from this onerous burden. And the vote failed along party lines, with Democrats firmly opposing it. So even the Franciscan community now is going to be faced with the onerous burden of paying these additional costs, and they have told me it may cost them some of the jobs that they now offer. This is another unintended consequence of well-intentioned legislation. Connecticut now will have fewer businesses and fewer jobs as a result. Let your Democratic representative know that they should reconsider their vote on this and this costly piece of legislation, which will cost Connecticut employees and Connecticut companies their jobs and their businesses. This is Len Suzio with another legislative update from Hartford. Thank you.